Last time, let me sum up for you.
Pop quiz.
Pop quiz. No idea.
Every day.
You are in the land of Agandor, and you're searching for Jack, Hope's dad, because you need to go talk to Todicus, who is Mr. Bones. But Mr. Bones is not going to talk to anybody, and so you need to go talk to Jack, Bones' brother, to get Jack to convince to talk to Bones, or to get you in with Bones.
Mr. Bonicus.
Bonicus, yeah. So you came to Agandor, which is like sort of the land of unfriendly things. And you went through the portal, you've arrived here, you went to town, you had a run-in with the cops, you had a run-in with sort of some underground folks, you had a run-in with a deep gnome, a sketchy deep gnome. And in the end, you made your way into an arena, bunch of fighting, sucked through a portal. Zarik's feet got plopped off, and you ended up...
Great.
You figured out you're outside of town in the forest, still in Agandor. Dark, everything's kind of burned and stuff. And you set up a magnificent mansion? Is that what it was?
Temple of the Gods.
Temple of the Gods.
Temple of the Gods. That's why I was... Okay, I couldn't remember the name of it, and I wrote down in my notes, Temple of the Gods. And I could not remember what that meant. I was like, what does that mean?
And now you know.
It all makes sense now.
I would have just Googled Temple of the Gods D&D.
All right, well, it's in my notes, it's in my secrets and clues. Made. I guess I just typed it in just to remember that.
Yeah,
I put it in my
remember.
I had this whole list of things that my secrets that may come out, and that's one of them. Okay, it all makes sense.
Boy, I gotta figure out a way to work this Temple of the Gods thing in, but I don't know what it is.
At all. But I'll fix it later on. We just never would have heard about it. It's just like, and you would come close to the Temple of the Gods. And we're like, wow, that's amazing.
Didn't Joe make this? I think.
He made one of these.
So you are in the Temple of the Gods,
Whoa.
and you just began rest. Now you know you're in kind of a pretty rough forest. You fought some of these magma golem type creatures, little guys, in this ruin, and they were looking for that deep gnome, and well, he's there. I guess he's dead. He's laying next to you because he's dead. But anyway, you killed those guys, and you went out, set up your mansion. Around you, you know you're deep in a forest. You know there's lots of some sort of chaos going on. You know words of the Spectre is around somewhere. You've seen mention of that. They've used that before. You saw it written on a wall. And you also know that there's another camp, not just down the path. Not path, but just down the way. What do you call it in a forest? It's not just down the road. It's not just down the street. It's not just down the way. It's just through the bushes a little bit, down the trees. There is a small camp.
Over yonder.
Through the woods.
Over yonder, there is another small little ruin camp, which you presume is these mag folk. But you were in this temple. Zarik, I don't know if you gave me a medicine check, but for his feet, just by looking at it, you know his feet are going to take more. Like a long rest isn't going to fix his feet.
Medicine check. Those need work.
Let me let's see.
Nah, he'll be fine. He'll be
My
fine.
I need
We'll
a
just
Forrest,
put some.
I need a Forrest Gump impression.
I don't have one.
My foot.
My foot.
I will grab his
Got any
leg,
legs?
put it against it, and
Lieutenant
cast
Dan.
Dad, you ain't got no
cure
legs.
wounds on it at level 4.
Okay. You've already cured it before. I don't know if you remember this from last time. You did cure wounds on it at a low level. It just sort of sealed it up. It didn't fix anything. Put it back there.
We don't.
You know that it's not a typical heal. Is not going to work. It's going to take more than that.
We don't have level 7 spells yet.
I do.
My foot. You
Oh,
tell
you
me
do?
it's not gonna go back?
If you have level 7 spell regenerate, I think is what you're looking for.
I gotta go to sleep. So, Rick,
Sure.
listen.
Make sure that was
Give me
covered
one night.
before the rest.
Let me take a nap. I'll call you in the morning.
Oh yeah, I need to take a nap too.
Okay,
Redo
so
all my spells.
while you rest, now I looked this thing up. Looked up last time. So things can't come inside, right? They can like come up, they can knock, they can do whatever, but they can't actually walk inside this place unless they've been invited.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Like vampires.
let me know what you want to do as far as watch, or do you just want to ignore the outside? How big?
I
How
think
many?
we're all gonna do whatever it takes to get a long rest.
How many?
I think we're safe.
How many rooms is in this place? Is this like a
There's
magnificent mansion?
Everybody gets a room.
Okay.
And it'll be designed what I think they would enjoy.
And it like glows like the moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know you're gonna get some attention with this place. But you can get a long rest. You are safe.
Nice.
But if someone wants to keep if someone wants to keep watching,
Hordes are. I mean, as long as I'm not meditating for the 4 hours, I will look over the edge and be like, "Oh, look."
I'll take the first watch.
Okay. Your second we'll say is Eru. Anyone else want a third watch?
I would take a watch, but I don't got any legs.
I'll do the third
I
one.
got
yeah.
no legs.
I got no
Minute
legs.
nine.
You be all right. You just sit on your butt and look straight out. I'll carve you little wooden legs.
Get you a shrimp boat.
I was gonna say I could take a
Nookrium.
hero's feast, but I need a gem encrusted bowl worth 1,000 gold.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you do.
That's what you need to have a feast. If you don't have that, it's not a feast.
That's right. That's what I think when I go over for Thanksgiving dinner. There's not a gem
Where's
encrusted
the
bowl.
gem encrusted bowl?
Yeah, you
I
walk in,
turn
you
right
look at all
back
that.
around. What is this?
I'm not
KFC?
What's this, peasant's feast? I'm looking for a hero's feast here.
I need a gem encrusted bowl, damn it.
Okay, so on the first watch, you're peeking outside, and you can see you're starting to get some attention from these little magma dudes. They're not easy to catch moving, but they sort of like they are rocks. They're kind of orangey glow rocks, and you watch them long enough, you can see them sort of start to scoot up a little, kind of like moving like a snail. They're just slowly moving. Looks like a rock, but you can see them just sort of coalescing around this place. And a little ways into your watch, near the end of it, you hear some big footprints. Something big is coming. And those little boulders, as quick as they can, they sort of start sliding away. And then this very large creature, frog-like, looks a little bit like the things we had near the beginning of the campaign with the big frog monster dudes, the Slod. Kind of looks like that. Real big though, and he comes kind of stomping through, and he is very interested in this thing. This guy's 15 feet tall, massive dude, look demonic looking, and he's sniffing around. He's walking up to the place. He's scratching up the place. He's looking all around, and he's checking this thing out. And he's there for a good hour. And all's quiet when he's around. Around the time that you go to bed and Arrow wakes up and goes and takes over, something spooks it. And it bolts. And around now, Arrow is on watch. Quiet, real quiet. And for about an hour, you see nothing. And then slowly but surely you start seeing little specks of light fluttering around. There's a good dozen of them. Come from not the direction of where you guys were first, where the portal sent you in, but from the different side, you see these little specks of firefly-like light fluttering around, checking this place out. And one second. They spend a good 30 minutes buzzing around this place. And
They can't get in.
and they're just investigating this place. And then finally they eventually get spooked by something else and they take off. And then these little imp-like creatures, little horns, red, look like imps. Not quite imps. They got big mouths, big teeth. They scurry in and they come check the place out. They all kind of take turns. But when they come in, this is around the end of Eru's time, around the time of the third rest, whoever's watching, the magma boulder things come back in. And the magma boulder things and these little demon things start fighting. Fire's getting thrown around. Rocks are getting thrown. The cacklers are... Not the cacklers. They're not called cacklers. The little imps are jumping on these rocks. The big fight going on in front of the place. Goes on for 5 minutes or so. And they scurry off. And then it's all quiet. And the sun comes... Well, sun should come up, but it doesn't come up. And your rest is over. And everyone is fully rested.
Do I get my max HP back?
What hit you? Was that last time?
Yeah, it was a couple times. I've been carrying two different things hit me.
Make sure I wrote these down. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone got anything from the arena fights, you're good. Everyone's good except for Zarik. Zarik,
He's got no feet.
you can't walk. So all you can do is crawl.
I will.
I still got my
go
full health
find
though, right?
Zuri.
What, David?
I still got my full health though, right? So long rested.
Oh, you're
How many
missing,
hit
like,
points were stored in his feet?
Yeah. How much of his legs got taken off, and what percentage of his total health pool did that account for?
Just his ankles are gone.
Oh,
It's about 4 HP per foot.
My legs.
I will go and cast Regenerate on Zuri. 48 plus 15.
believe that, actually. These conjure spells changed in the new version, and some of them are kind of weird.
36 points of healing.
Don't use the new stuff. Stick
And-
with the old stuff.
Any severed body parts regrow after 2 minutes.
If you have the severed part and hold it to the stump, the spell instantaneously causes the limb to knit to the stump. Okay, your limbs have been knitted to your stumps.
Hey.
It's okay.
Actually, hang on. I don't want to do it that way.
Uh-oh.
I think you might want to
Maybe
regrow them. You might regrow them. Let the 2 minutes happen because these things have been off for a while and they kind of stink.
It takes an hour. Takes an hour.
Well, the
Yes.
spell lasts for an hour. The things grow back in 2 minutes, is what it
Yeah.
says.
What's the duration for then?
I don't know.
Fast on
Stimulate
4
its healing ability.
After
For the
an hour.
duration of the spell, the target regains 1 hit point at the start of each of his turns.
Oh. After an hour, they fall back off. It's only a temporary fix.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, crap. Well, we'll just tape them
Well-
around the seams. We'll
That
put
would
some
suck.
Flex seal
Man.
on
You
there.
only get 1 hour with your legs, and that's it.
No.
Yeah, you get if we get into a
What?
fight
That's
within the next
torture.
hour, you get a hit point at the top of each of your turns.
Hey.
As your legs slowly deteriorate, is that what you're saying? Just like over the hour, they get a little worse and worse.
I'll look over
Yeesh.
at Eru. Zuri's got new legs.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, you kind of did take them off, so I feel it's only fair.
I was just thinking, he's an older lizard. He needed new ones.
That's true. Brand new legs. I mean,
Hey, Zuri, how them feel?
sports stars who would
I do a
love
little
maybe-
tap dancing.
They feel a
Feel
little
great.
lively.
tap dance. I can hear your long talons doing the taps.
Exactly.
You need to go run around on the pavement. Trim those down.
Okay,
Yeah,
we would do.
gotta run around in them.
What's it looking like outside the temple?
It's
'Cause it's
looking.
about to go down, right?
No, it's looking quiet.
Okay.
There's
Was-
they seem to have collected their dead. There's a little blood from the fight.
Was this an 8-hour long rest or a 24-hour long rest?
8 hour. I'll give you.
Okay, so we got some time.
Yeah.
All right. What else do you have in your bag of tricks? Do you have anything to locate a human? Saren?
Well, I could do that tomorrow.
Divination.
Tomorrow?
Well, to prepare a spell.
You wouldn't understand, but it takes a lot out of you, and you gotta sleep.
Well, I'm guessing that this is still like our morning of. You could take whatever spells you want for the day. I'm assuming.
If I can, yeah, I can.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, yeah. Select your
This
spells
is-
in the morning. I don't know. I don't remember when does 5e say you pick your spells?
Yeah, essentially, like after a long
Olden
rest, when
days,
you wake up.
you wake up, you pray, and get your spells.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm drinking tea that I made from special druid leaves.
Specialty.
Special
Ooh.
star leaves.
Yeah,
Druid leaves.
I wanna
so you got a
do-
little bit of celestial sugar dropped in there.
Delicious.
Some celestial
So,
seasonings. Isn't that
Some celestial seasonings.
like a tea brand or something?
Oh yeah, there is celestial teas. Yeah, that's what I'm drinking. Celestial tea, which most of them are not actually tea, but that's by the by. All these spells suck, and all the good ones need expensive stuff to use.
I don't think it's gonna work because I'm not familiar with them.
We're really just vagrants.
Yeah, I don't think scrying would work. Although I am wearing his cape.
Does he
I don't know
need
if
to
that
be
helps.
familiar with the person?
I don't know.
Yeah, because locate creature, I'd have to be familiar.
We don't have the material components for scrying, right?
I do not have.
We don't have the material components for anything, brother.
We have the material for nothing. Nothing.
Holy crap. I wish I would have done this before I got on here. I wish I would have remembered this and done these spells.
Honestly, I
first.
don't think I have a way. I really don't.
I don't think I either. I don't either. I have one that'll like lead me straight to a place that we have to know the person or the place.
Oh yeah, find the path.
Yeah, find the path, I think, yeah.
It's
Like a
weird
sixth level spell.
It
Yeah,
takes
it's
you right
like-
to it. It's like I can't walk through the mountain though.
Yeah, straight line all the way there, bud. Oh, great, cool. You just have to walk around. Golly.
Zarika's getting tired of tap dancing.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
he
Zuri,
can
go!
tap
Yes,
dance.
go.
I'm gonna take a
I guess
goofy
I'll get
spell.
out the old spyglass while they're praying, and see if I can see anything, including the camp or whatever.
Standing inside the tower looking around.
Yeah.
Okay, give me perception.
I do the same thing without a spyglass because I'm not as fancy.
You gonna go like the. your,
Reliable talent makes that a 16.
do you have like a balcony or something? Is that what we're doing here?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's like
Joe made it.
up in the tower looking
Like,
down.
up
It's a
in the
church.
tower looking around.
It's like the Notre Dame of Paris.
Oh, then I'm up
Yeah.
in the bell tower.
What was your roll? Give me some of your-
With reliable talent, it was a 16.
It's hard to make some things out. You can see there's a little bit of a, because it's dark, you can see there's a little bit of an orangish glow at that camp. One second. And other than that, it's pretty quiet. You can, not much more than that. You get a little bit of a glow from that camp, and then you're just sort of in a deep, blackened forest.
All right.
Did you look too, David?
No, not yet. I am gonna look though.
He's within 1,000 feet. I got us.
Oh man, big rolls.
Dark out there.
6.
How does locate creature work? Do you have to know them? Is that what he said?
No, they're just locate creature. You only have to like know their name. Describe or name a creature that's familiar to you. You sense the direction of the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you.
Well, a creature that is familiar to you, so that's debatable as to whether Jack is familiar to us.
Describe a name. Describe or name. Oh, name. Well, we know his name. That's enough.
Name a creature that is familiar to you.
I'm familiar to. Someone described me. This is the guy you're looking for. I am now familiar.
Familiar from the root word family.
I'm familiar with you.
I will
You're not
read
my
paragraph
family.
2, even though I should leave this to you. You can also locate a specific creature known to you, or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as a human or a unicorn. So long as you've
Yep,
seen
we can
such a
find
creature
we can
up
find
close.
Joe.
Dude,
We
holy
can find
crap.
Joe so hard.
Can we find a unicorn and just go on a side
yeah.
quest?
DM thought we would be able to be clever, but we out clevered what he thought.
Oh man.
Do we think that it would ping all humans nearby?
Says the nearest creature of a specific kind.
Well, way to be a human, Saren. Jeez.
I have an idea. Hand me the tape, and I'll go.
Actually, wait a minute.
1,001 feet away.
Hold on. I actually think I can do this for us. Hold on.
All right, do it.
Okay.
There's also
false aura.
only 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
I can.
know that.
Okay, I have a plan above the table because I can't do all this in character. So I have a spell that allows me to change the way a target appears to spells. So I can make Saren seem like something else for 24 hours. Then we have someone cast locate creature. Then we cast the travel spell that the druid did, and we just go all over the place, like circular spiral pattern, trying to find this guy. So it would take 3 spell slots. We could do it.
Golly. That spell was called. I know I've got it. I was just
Windwalker.
Windwalk.
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 Windwalk. Is that what it is?
Yep, it's Windwalk. Windwalk Legacy. It sounds like a sequel to a video game or something.
Yeah.
Windwalk Legacy.
Wonder what they changed about it.
Let me do this long rest and I'll tell you.
I can make non-magical object appears magical or vice versa, and I can change the object's aura to make it seem like a different school, or I can mask a creature so that spells and magic effects that detect creature types, such as Paladin's Divine Sense or trigger of a symbol spell. I can choose a creature or type or other spells of magical effects treat the target as if it were a creature of that type or of that alignment. So yeah, I can make Saren appear to magic as something else.
Damn. Well,
it sounds like a plan to me. Let's get a move on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not follow that, but I'm in on the plan. I was
Is that able to be cast inside your place, or is your place sort of like a separate pocket universe?
I think it's supposed to be a pocket.
Oh.
Can you cast outside of it? I mean, does your spells work outside of it?
Oh, Temple of the Gods?
Probably not. Yeah.
I would imagine that as soon as it goes down or we go out of it, the radius would expand, I'm guessing.
It doesn't say that magic won't go out of it.
Otherwise, you can just sit in there and just blast everything.
I mean, that's what we're doing, right? That's the whole plan.
The difference between old Windwalk and new Windwalk is that when you transform back into people in the old Windwalk, you were incapacitated and couldn't move, and it takes a minute. In the new one, you have the stunned condition the whole time you're transforming back.
So it's just slightly different condition from incapacitated to stunned.
Incapacitated.
Well,
That would have been real
there's-
nasty if you were falling out of the sky.
There's something like
Well, that's for the minute it takes you to transition. If you're instantly
transition
transitioned,
back, yeah, and
then
it's
it's
like
different.
you can take a dash action or a magic action, and then it takes a minute, and you have to do a magic action. It's like the same thing but weirder. I don't know. It doesn't seem really any
so
different. Cool
stunned is incapacitated plus.
Okay, it's worse.
Yeah, stunned is worse. Incapacitated just means you can't take actions or reactions. Stunned means you're incapacitated, can't move, can speak only falteringly, auto fail strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
Well, I'm a giant fart cloud. I didn't figure I'd be able to like have a full conversation with people while I was morphing my lungs back into creation.
Make sure you get all that gas out.
What's the plan? Are you enjoying this tower too much?
I
You know,
will.
we're just gonna stay here for the rest of the
Get
campaign.
you out of it.
If I cash it in the same spot every day for a year, it's going to stay forever.
You know, I've heard that.
You play The Sims with in D&D.
Yeah, I'll set up a druid
Drake, you
grove next
Take the
door.
ladder out of the pool.
The spell does say if my temple is hit by a disintegrate spell, it destroys the tower completely.
Oh.
Well,
That's the only thing-
that's the only thing that can
oh,
take
look,
it
a
out.
lich is coming along.
Well, bam, I'm just saying, cast it in the same spot for a year, spend all that time, someone walks up and just goes, bam! No!
Year of my life.
Down the
All right,
drain.
so do we have a search pattern?
Yeah, you said spiral out.
Yeah.
We don't have that long.
Right, but I don't have a map, so I don't know. Like, eventually, spiraling is going to take us over the city, where we got zapped out of the sky. We don't want to do that again. So,
Anybody cast to find people within 1,000 feet, then we'll turn into a cloud, then we'll fly around, and if he comes within 1,000 feet, we'll know where he is.
yeah. So I think, can we see the city from where we are?
Not well. How tall is the tower?
I don't know.
Moderate.
Notre
Tell
Dame
us.
tall.
Tell us. Yeah, how tall is that place? Not that tall.
We'll say you're at the top of the tree, so you can't actually see over the trees.
Okay.
So no.
Is there like smoke or anything coming out of the city, like from?
No, you can just see like the glow, the city glow.
Okay, but we can see approximately how close it is, right?
Let's just
Okay.
go there.
So I think we want to go like around the city, not over it, and then spiral out from there, right?
You don't want to go to the city?
No, if we go over the city, we'll get our gaseous form will cease to function like it did last time.
Oh, well, that's the city we just came from. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. My bad. Yeah, we can do that.
All right,
I'm just here for the ride.
who's leading? Who's our survival expert?
I got you. I got
Okay.
you covered.
All right, so I will cast Arcanist Magic Aura on Saren, and I'm going to make him. What have we seen a lot of here that's weird? That seems to maybe be like in charge or have some station.
The Minotaur and everything you've seen here has been weird. You haven't seen
any species that I've seen that have been like, oh wow, they are
Everything
more
here is kind of
well-respected.
weird, right? Oh,
Yeah, everything's kind of weird. Oh, respected.
Yeah. Like, should it probably won't come into play, but should it come into play? Like if I make him look like a devil. Well, have we seen devils here that have been in charge?
Yeah, I mean you had the tieflings around. But yeah, it seems like from what you saw as far as that, the big folks were in charge, were stomping through. The little folks were scared of the big folks from in that part of town you were in.
Okay.
Where there's dwarves and gnomes and the imps. They were keeping a clear distance from minotaurs when they came stomping through. Minotaurs seem to run the guard in that town anyway.
Okay. I'll make him appear to magic as if he is a minotaur.
I'm a minotaur.
Okay, so are you
will
casting
cast
this?
that.
Are you in the tower? And you're casting
No.
this? So you're gonna walk out, you're gonna step out, and then
When you ask it like that,
it takes
he's like,
10 minutes, right, for the gaseous thing to take hold. So
you won't be able to open the door though.
we
can
can
slip
go
through
under
the
the crack
cracks
in the door.
or go up the tower and
There's no
out the
cracks.
bell hole.
It's a magical structure.
Okay, then we'll go outside. It's fine. It only takes a minute.
I'm in your order of operations here.
Does it look clear outside? We've done watches all night.
Yeah.
Is everything left? Okay. All right. So when we get outside, get ready to do everything quickly. All right.
Okay.
Do we think this is gonna work? The locate creature, since we aren't. Oh, right. We're doing human. Okay. Okay, that's the whole reason that I am making
Like
you
it.
look like a minotaur. All right.
Wait.
So as soon as we go outside, I'm going to
Okay,
cast
you open the door.
Arcanist Magic Aura.
In front of you is a bunch of like moss and grass and clovers and things, and catches your eye because it begins to move, like on basically like your doorstep.
Who took blight? Tell me someone took blight.
You open the door and it begins to like wiggle around and stuff. You've seen this before, but then it seems to form into shapes, and for a second, you can read it. It's making words. The clovers and the weeds and the vines are making words.
The Surrender Dorothy.
Forms for a second and it says, in common, what is your business? And then it shifts and forms into another thing that you can read in Elven. It says, what is your business? But in Elven. And it shifts and it goes through about 8 different forms.
Languages.
Yeah, languages. And then returns to normal.
In Elvish, I'll just say aloud, looking for Jack. We know his daughter Hope.
Hope sent us to look for Jack. We need to speak to Todicus.
What they said.
Say it aloud in Elven.
I can commune with nature.
Sunny cheeks. Sunny cheeks.
I try it, but I don't know how this demon plants work.
That was one of the best moments ever. You just blew it up.
You say all that, enough, you get me anything else. All quiet.
Okay, are we doing the plan? Are we ready?
I guess.
Arcanist Magic Aura onto Saren. He now looks like a minotaur to magic.
Everyone else, he looks human.
Well, his appearance doesn't change. It's
Okay,
just if someone were to like detect minotaurs, he would be like, "Oh, that man's a shapeshifter. He looks like he's a minotaur." That kind of thing.
He gave him real minotaur aura.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take this bottle of minotaur piss I bought on Amazon. Rub it all over yourself. That way the animals can't find you.
The other minotaurs will never know the difference.
They'll never see you coming.
Okay, you are a minotaur, sort of. Next.
Do you feel any different?
We need someone to cast the locate, and then we need to turn into a cloud.
Deal. Like
What?
a minotaur.
Are you doing the locate creature, Saren?
Yeah.
How long does it
soon as he
last? An
does
hour?
As soon as he does that, I'll wind walk, and we can walk out of here.
Okay, how long do each of these take?
Wind walk takes a minute.
I think locate creature takes an action, so 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's
I've got fire and I.
an hour, and it is insta-cast.
Okay, so it's an
Like
hour.
holy
So we have an
water.
hour to find him.
Saren
Going
closes his
600
eyes,
feet per round.
casts locate creature. Immediately pings 60 feet away. There's a creature.
Don't cast Windwalk yet!
Jack! Hey, Jack.
He's like,
Pause it.
what?
Yeah, I'm just standing there going. 60 feet away.
Which way?
There is a human straight to the right. 60 feet.
Okay.
In the trees,
Are you Jack?
apparently.
I know you're over there.
I immediately hide.
I think we're on like a hill.
And
Oh,
then
there's trees.
as soon as you shout out, "Are you Jack? I know you're over there," you lose him. Just out of
Oh.
existence. Boink, gone.
Wow, look at that.
Dang.
Don't
Maybe
you say,
I
look at that.
I jumped the gun.
Reminds me of someone else.
Reminds me of someone I used to know. Be.
Somebody was over there, but
Pete.
now they're gone.
You scared him off.
Well, I tend
Nope.
to do that. With my
All
big
right.
bat.
Well, can we go to where he was quickly and see if he left anything?
I gotta pick up on his
I will.
traces.
I'll move over that direction.
Okay, we go over there and look for traces of him.
There's torn open.
Give me
chips
a.
bags
So
and-
you're walking through the woods, trudging through, and you can find out where you think about where he was. There's a tree. And give me an investigation check.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yes.
Nice. So you can see.
9.
You can find the tree he was on. You can see the scratch marks of him. Something was around, and there is, again, as you get to that tree and you're searching around, you see the grass at the bottom of this tree starts to form into more shapes, and again, same thing. What is your business? And it goes through the Elven and then whatever else.
We need to talk to Jack so that we can talk to his brother. Hope sent us.
She kind
I
of
thought
made
we
us
weren't.
impromptu people. You know what we're
I thought
talking
we
about.
weren't- Guys, I thought we weren't supposed to be like dropping her name all over the place. You've been like
It was,
dropping
but-
it to everyone we meet.
Well, that's different. That's Hope. It's not supposed to drop it back where we were. This is a different place. And I'm only trying to drop it to one person who seemingly does
Yeah,
not
but you don't
wish
know
to
who this
speak
guy
to us.
did. You're like, yo, we talked to this one lady. She said, let me talk to your leader.
Well, if they can find her, then good for them.
As you guys are like chatting here.
Bickering.
Yeah. Krog. You hear a voice, very quiet. No one else picks this up. Like right in your ear, Krog. How's Hope?
I turn around to see if the voice is there or something's there.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
Is this a familiar feeling to him, as he sometimes gets from me?
Like an invisibility thing?
No, like a message.
Oh, no.
Okay.
As long as he was there.
Okay. I'll just stay there. I won't react.
Jean-Claude Van Damme it. Just close your eyes. Grab them.
True.
Man, we're real lively tonight.
No.
What
we're
you
still bickering about whether or not to drop the name Hope, and Grog's just standing over there being like, I heard something, but I'm not gonna react to it.
Nope.
Not gonna
It's
give him the
perfectly still.
satisfaction.
Nope.
As Krog, as you're looking, give me a perception check as you're looking.
Okay. $22.
Okay. You hear again in common, and you hear, "What does Todicus want?" And you hear the voice coming from some bushes in front of you. You know there's someone there, but they are very good at camouflaging themselves.
Can I like
You can
signal?
it's just a bush. It's not invisibility because you can just make a little bit of like a shimmer out as if there's someone there. They're they're like 5 feet from you, standing right next to you, or crouching next to you.
I'll look at Eru, and I'll signal to him that there's something there.
Oh, talking to you.
Oh.
I'm still over there bickering with Sunny Cheeks. Like, look, this is what we came to do.
True.
Like, no, shut up. We're not supposed to be doing this.
That's perfect.
Okay. You said it was like a bush?
It's someone who's very well camouflaged in a bush next to you.
I'll look in that direction and see if I can spot them.
You know he's there just because that's where his voice is coming from.
Okay. I'll look at that direction.
You know what? If I was a level 20 ranger, this is about how I'd be real good at hiding in bushes.
That's what you get at level 20 as a ranger.
The best.
No
the
one's
best
gonna
kind.
find you in a
Yeah.
bush.
I'll look at that direction. I'll say, "Come out."
At that point, I would just look over at Croc. What? Are you talking to someone?
In the bush.
Immediately turn around and look at the bush. Dagger out.
You don't see anything.
That bush?
Yeah. And then I'll say what the voice said to me.
Asked how hope it. Jack! Hey! Come on!
If you are Jack, you might recognize this, and I'll just sort of move my cloak a little bit.
Since that's the reason you're not dead yet. And he slowly stands up, and there is a ranger that was in the bush, and you can see the way he was camouflaged in there, almost like he morphed out of it. As he stands in front of the group, basically amongst the group. Bow in hand, arrow, not knocked, but he's got an arrow ready. Human. Very well camouflaged. It's like his face is painted. He's very well camouflaged. Looks like he's been living in the woods a long time.
You couldn't see me.
He says, "What's
If
one?
you'd like-
One of you answer my question."
We need to talk to Toticus so we can get the stones.
I think that's a no. No one's going to answer your question. What is your question, sir?
I just want to know. Well, first off, how'd you get my cloak?
It was a gift.
A gift from who?
We're from Hope. We are trying to save the world.
How is Hope?
She's okay. She seems weary of some responsibility that she would not elaborate on.
He nods in affirmation. What's this with Toticus?
Well, if you'd like, we could step into my temple and get comfortable and have a conversation.
Probably a good idea. They're probably watching.
Who's that?
Just the ones that live around here. I try to keep the peace.
Gotcha. Well, hang on. And I'm going to do something totally weird and just go hum and da 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 and start saying a prayer around him. All right, you can go in there.
He after you.
All right, we got about what 14 hours or so left on this thing.
I don't plan on talking that long.
Oh, all right. I will tell him the entire story of like the world's in trouble. We need we know about the stones, the gems. We need the blue one to help stop the guy the kaiju. What's his name? Sona. Sona's been loosed. We need the blue gem to help fix the world. It's nighttime there too.
Hope didn't give us the.
We met
the
Mithra and
spiel. It's going to be
Yeah.
our destiny to protect that gem.
You think you need me? You think you need that gem? You want to have that gem?
we were faced with a choice, and that is the decision we made.
This Rick fella is the one looking for it, right? Just
Yeah.
kill him.
He already has, I think, all of them except for that one.
So, if you don't have that one, he doesn't have anything.
Really?
That's incredible. I feel like I said that. This is coming up great for Sunny Cheeks.
So they were, yeah, just. Do you know where to find this Rick?
Yeah, vaguely. He's also got an army with him, so he's a little bit more difficult to kill.
Nostra. They're all back.
What do you mean they're all back?
There's a lot of them. We've met several.
And Hope's okay?
Yeah, for now.
She's got her defenses up.
She lives with several Maru and one old man.
Mm-hmm. What color is the sea?
What color is the sea, DM?
You tell me. It's blue. It's
is it
standard.
regular colored?
It's regular color.
Okay. It's depending on the time of day or night. It can be black or blue, or sometimes green if it's.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'll help my brother. But if we figure this. If we need to, he can change the color of the water if he's in trouble. If the water hasn't changed.
The water has changed, not color, but some kind of water creature has been loosed.
There's water creatures all the time.
Well,
I'll tell him
are
everything
active
about
on
like
you, right?
the bay and all that nonsense and see if he reacts to that.
Oh, with the yeah. Well, I mean, all right. If you want to do this, I'm not going to stop you. Clearly, Hope trusts you. And he reaches into his bag. He's got a pack, and he reaches down. And he grabs in there.
Wait,
Clearly, a bag of holding that he's got.
is there anything you
I'm gonna
could give
steal
us to
that.
help us kill the other guy?
Like what? What do you need? He's rummaging around still.
I don't know.
How many gem encrusted bowls in there?
You got a gem encrusted bowl?
Magic daggers, something, anything.
I don't have any bowls in here, and he pulls out this bag, and it's just this like it's got kind of a rattle inside, and he says, "Here, he'll know what this is," and he kind of smiles. He hands it over to Eru.
Could you just come and help?
I can't leave here.
Do you have any more friends that could come help? You guys seem. I mean, if you're on par with Mithra, you're gods, right?
Yeah, but I got a pretty important job here. There's always. This was sort of like the. This is the garbage dump of the world. And I had this slod walking around, and I gotta keep them here.
You are a warden.
Yeah. I don't want to be, but yeah. The best way of... I'll tell you what I've done to keep everything peaceful is you just keep the factions fighting. We got this Mind Flayer was grabbing himself some followers, so conveniently a few demons wandered into his lands. They start fighting. They even out. As long as they're fighting, they're not worried about going through any portals or moving anywhere else.
I see.
Well, why did y'all separate it one by one? Why don't you have partners so you can take breaks? Maybe a vacation every now and again?
This was our fault. So we're trying to clean it up.
Or at least maintain.
Oh.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about the Spiritfarer's whereabouts?
I haven't seen him for a long time. He kind of secluded himself, kind of like all of us. Again, he's warden of the dead. I'm warden of Agandor.
What? How many wardens are there?
Well, half a dozen.
Are they all guarding something, or? I mean, I guess you two are. He's guarding the dead. You're guarding the demons.
Yeah.
Where else is everyone? Is Hope a warden?
Yeah.
What's she the warden of? The Maru?
Did she not tell you? If she didn't tell you, then it's probably not my place to tell you.
She seemed sad about it.
I wish I could help, but
So what do we gotta do to get you like 1 day off work?
Come on, call in sick.
1 day? I mean, like, you don't have to be like picking up insurrections every day, right?
well, it wasn't so bad until a few months ago. This portal opened, and it caused all kinds of chaos. And things are normally, kind of tame around here, but once that got opened, then things were... I can't let this stuff get through there.
Where's the portal lead to?
Why... It's where you came from.
Is that the portal to Steamcliff?
Yeah, Steamcliff's there.
That dang portal.
Yeah, we were
Oh yeah. That's
kind of
right. We
around
went
when that
to the
opened.
portal to get
We've
here.
come a long way since then.
Yeah, once that opened, it's been busy.
What is your brother the warden of?
Well, he's the warden of that stone. Warden of the waters.
Were you all? Did you all have stones, or was it just a few of you?
No, that was someone else's idea. A few of us didn't like it. And, as we have seen, has done nothing but cause problems.
Is that Ravelin's idea, maybe? I mean, the stone in the chest thing was kind of weird, I thought, too.
No, that wasn't a Ravelin. I don't know anything about a stone in a chest. But, no, he was pretty against it. We all were.
Is there a way to be able to destroy the stones?
If you were all against it, why did it happen?
We can't control everything.
Who you been? I guess it was what's his name? What was the bad guy's name? Can't remember.
Rick?
No, the star's named after.
Oh,
Xerx.
Xerx. Yeah, Xerx. Is he the one who made him?
They were made in response to him.
Who was he to you guys? Did you know him before? How did he get to be so powerful compared to you guys?
He just had a lot of allies. He was able to, he got the gnomes working for him, and they created the Maru, what you call them. And there was a lot of what once were gods weren't real happy with us, and so they happily joined Xerix.
Is that why you have prisons next to your big old Kraken?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few of those.
There's a few prisons with other gods besides that one.
Yeah.
Do they all have a Kraken tomb with them?
No, there's only one Adro.
What happened to him?
He was killed by one of the fights, one of the wars with Xerix.
Did y'all lose any of the wardens during that time?
We lost a lot of wars.
Wardens, sorry.
Wardens. No, we didn't really become wardens till afterwards. After the desolation, is what they call it. That's when we became wardens.
Saren, why are there people screaming in your temple?
I don't
It's just
know.
the surrounding area.
Tell me, Mithra's a fickle god sometimes.
Just every now and then, everyone stops talking. I hear, what?
Yoda Xerix was the big bad guy at the very beginning who, was fighting against the good guys. Big bad guy.
Yeah.
Many a painting has been made
Yeah.
with him in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is he back, or is this something completely different, you think?
I know. I don't see a lot of what goes on over there. I just try to keep the peace over here. I try to stay out of that. So, I'm a little concerned now, though. I wasn't concerned, but I am concerned now.
There's a giant Tarrasque moving around.
Yeah.
How do you kill that?
I don't think they know. They put it to sleep last
I
time.
think they just held it down instead of killing it.
Well, we had a druid that was keeping him asleep. Where'd the druid go?
I think he's dead.
He dead. Yeah.
Okay, so, well, mark that warden gone.
We went there and he wasn't there, so you know. Oh, and that thing
so he's
woke
not.
up.
So, I mean, is he dead or not?
Well, we didn't confirm it with our eyes or anything, so I don't know. He might be awake, but if he's awake, he's really slacking.
I thought we found a skeleton, did we not? No.
Did we?
Okay, he's
I
just
didn't think so.
MIA then.
Who's the druid?
We found his house though, right? In the tree.
We just think that.
Okay. Yeah, we found a tree. We found his house. We did not find him.
I don't know what he goes by now.
Maybe he went on vacation.
He called in sick one day.
He decided, screw all this.
I can't remember what he calls himself now.
Something.
Well, do you have anything in that little black bag for killing monsters? I'll shake the thing he gave me. What is this? That he
Sounds
handed
like
me?
beads.
Peek in there.
2 beans.
Little glass balls, marbles.
Oh,
Real
no.
nicely made.
Oh no. Are these those marbles?
I don't remember those marbles.
Do they look magical in nature?
Tell me, what do you think they are?
I think, didn't we have those last campaign? We like threw at the ground and the ghosts came out.
He's going, I don't remember that at all.
No,
You were the one who threw them.
Me?
Yeah.
Chug gave them to you.
Yeah. Remember you were like, let's find out, and you just threw one, and a ghost came
Yeah.
out and was like, "Let me do your bidding." And then it did your thing, and then it was gone.
Yeah. Okay. So they're Mr. Meeseeks.
Yeah.
I got it. I
Let's
remember now.
let's open one and ask him to shave 3 points off our golf game and see how that goes.
Yep. Not going well for us.
Okay, I don't know what those are. So, but they just look like marbles.
Yeah. You should just
Okay.
give those to
Doesn't matter.
Toadicus. And then he'll give you the stone or whatever you want from him. He'll know they're from me.
All right. Would you happen to have any monster killing devices in there? We've come across some things that this regular old dagger is not as potent.
Yes,
As
I
would
do
it
like
to be.
a new weapon.
Wait. Are you gonna give us stuff to kill that guy, or are we going to get a big gem to kill that guy?
Yes.
Well,
How did you guys kill Rick the last time?
Rick?
Not Rick. Xerix.
Is there? You think he's dead?
We don't know what happened to him.
Zarek's not dead.
Oh.
He's just in prison somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Not next to Ajo. That's above
crow,
him. We
right?
think that's the Raven.
Yeah. Raven.
We just know it's someone important that was not good.
There was a tomb of Xerix down there.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we saw the tomb of Xerix, but he's not there.
No, that was just I guess that was a disguise. I might be saying too much.
I feel like all of the information we could get could be helpful here. We are trying to save the world after all.
But not this one in particular, like the other one. It's a lot
We could
nicer
try
over
to
there.
save this one. I don't know.
No, this is the same one. What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is very confusing.
Out of
Every time
all
you
the
say
wardens,
that.
is there any that would be willing to come and help?
For instance, this druid that's gone missing. Do you know of a way to find him?
No, I've been here a long time, and so I've lost contact with basically everyone.
Well, it's the same place. You guys could
How'd
like
you
send
draw
mail to
this
each other.
Unlucky straw. Who decided where people go, or did you decide to come here?
Yeah, we knew what needed done, and so we took that as we sort of just divvied it up.
Yeah,
You
but
ever
you
thought
got like
about
hell, and they got
periodically
like.
maybe like shifting, like I get hell for 10,000 years, and then you get hell for 10,000 years.
It's not so bad. Don't mind the screaming. There's screams every once in a while, but it's not so bad. You make a name for yourself. People walk around thinking you're some specter or something, and you really spook them.
I feel like you're really huffing the copium down here. But fair enough. You seem in better spirits than what's her pickle back at that robot city.
What is her pickle?
I don't know. She just seemed
It's not
melancholy.
tactful, sunny cheeks.
Hope? Melancholy? Why?
I wouldn't call it.
Wait a second.
Weary.
Weary because the Tarask is out?
Yeah.
Possibly. Mainly, it seemed she was weary of her task, or whatever she is warden of.
Well, why?
Well, because she's
She's
wait,
been
are
doing
you?
it for a long time? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Because
why?
the world's into it.
Why worried now?
Well, we only known her for so long. She could have been worried long before us. I don't know. Weary, not worried.
Did you ever?
I'd call it worry. They set up a giant.
Worried, sure.
I'm guessing it's her husband.
Yeah.
He's older, right? He's not immortal like you.
Okay.
Maybe she's just worried that he's gonna be gone soon. He'll be alone
Yeah,
again.
maybe that's it.
What?
Can I insight check this fellow?
You don't need to insight that.
Okay.
He knows that's not it.
Okay, good.
But, does anyone know where Hope is?
Yeah, we just spoke to her.
He did
Well,
specifically
Anyone
tell us
besides
not to tell anyone.
you
No.
No, she's asked us not to tell
in
anyone.
this
Then he goes, anyone besides you? Just you guys? Okay, great. Pow, pow. Took care of that.
I did leave a message with someone that if I didn't return the...
He said, "Oh, here you go," and he grabs this dagger. It's like all like coral encrusted, kind of, and it's like it's wet. You can see it's visibly wet and dripping as he pulls it out of his bag, and he hands it over. He says, "I picked this one up a long time ago."
You have an aquarium in there?
And he hands it over to whoever wants it.
I mean, if it's a dagger, I'll grab it and just be like,
It's wet.
You're gonna be
It's
moist.
it's true.
This might help where you're going. By the way, it's the Swamp of the Bones. Swamp of Bones. That's where he's got a sense of humor. Inside joke, but
What does that mean?
that's where Toticus is. Swamp of Bones.
What does the inside joke mean?
Why is it called this? Is there like undead?
No.
Undead.
Well, maybe, I don't know. They'll be all right.
I love Jack. How he's just like, oh, of course not. Well, maybe. I don't know. Oh, yeah,
Where is
definitely.
this
Well,
one?
I don't know. Not really.
It's been a long time, but yeah, he's a character. My brother.
My
Your
Brother.
brother.
brother. Oh, good times.
Well, I guess if we're all ready, I'm gonna move on.
Sounds like an idea.
Yes.
You
Let's
have
do
you have a faster way of getting there besides walking through that portal? That portal's kind of weird.
I can turn us into a big cloud of smoke and fly around.
Can you fly that far?
I don't know. I got this cape. I can teleport people. Well, if you tell me where it is.
Does he seem to recognize that cape?
Yeah. If you ask him about it, he does. He says, "Oh, you were asking about who made the stones, one of the owners of that cape."
Oh, well, he's dead for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he died a long time ago.
Who was that?
There was this whole like council of folks that thought they knew better than everyone else, and they constructed this. We had this crown, and they put together these pieces to try to fix things, and it didn't work, and it only made things worse. And so then we had to go and hide them. Anyway, if you're going to Toticus, what are you gonna do when you get that stone?
That's what I've been asking the whole time.
Keep it from Rick.
You just gonna run around and hide from him?
Well, eventually we'd look to confront him, but we think he's already has an agent there looking for the stone.
Well, he's not in trouble though if the sea's not changed colors.
Maybe not yet.
Wait, you're not in trouble if the seas haven't changed colors? That's like the barrier?
Yeah,
It's the signal.
if Toticus is in trouble, he'll change the color of the sea.
Do you think it'd be
That would have been
wise
great.
of us? Do you think it'd be wise of us to maybe leave the stone where it is unless that happens, and then go try something? Hope suggested unleashing some sort of a, what was that? A big giant wolf
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the bear.
bear. to fight
Grendar?
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, to fight the big Tarrasque.
Why?
That's what
Thank you,
her
Jack.
suggestion was.
Because it sounded really cool.
Hope said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you got me worried. Look,
I think
You
you
should
should
be.
be worried. I mean, the world's in a pretty bad state. It's always night. I mean, I like it. I get pretty fired up at night, but
it's night there
sometimes
too,
the sun would be nice.
Yeah.
all the time.
All the time, constantly.
Oh, that's not
And
good.
weird stuff keeps happening. Like there's these
Yeah,
urns
we had to.
that
The
these
stars are
weird
not right.
monsters
We had
keep
to
popping out of when you
restart
open them.
the Earth. This. I'll tell him about when we had to like replace the stone down in there to like get the sun to spin or whatever. It's not great.
All right.
See, now you think we need to go get the stone, don't you?
Yeah, sounds like you need to kill Rick.
Can we use the stone to kill Rick?
You can use the stone, and you can get a bunch of sea creatures. That's what that dagger's going to do. It'll help you get some sea creatures on your side.
So
But you can command some sea creatures.
if we had the stone,
Don't
then
turn you into Aquaman?
we could plant a trap for
Yeah,
Rick.
if you know he's going to that stone.
Then we have it. He has to come to us. That makes it a little easier to find him.
Yeah.
He's also got like a giant army and all these like things working for him, and it's like a whole operation. It's not like
Wait,
we're hunting
we
down
just
one
said
dude.
that we're gonna have a fish army, so we're going toe to toe.
All you gotta do is come in the water. Then what's up?
We just get a boat. We live on the sea. He's
Hey,
got to
like
come
a
after us eventually. We just don't have to leave.
Doesn't he kind of just blow up the whole world? Like he goes, oh, well, dang, I can't get that one, so I guess I gotta kill everyone with these ones I already have.
But he can't. Jack
What?
just said he can't do anything without this one.
He's
He
controlling
says
a
he can't
giant
do anything,
Tarrasque.
but he's. I don't know if
He's
he's
already
controlling
kinda
a giant
doing
Tarrasque, but yes,
I
things are
think he
already
just broke
bad.
it up.
If he doesn't have all of them, he can't control it. But once he gets them all, he can control it.
See?
Okay, but like it's just gonna walk around and kill everyone while we're waiting for him? He doesn't really care, right? Like his goal is to destroy everything anyway, so if he just lets it walk around and blow everyone up, we're playing into his hands, right?
Sounds like
We're
he's
like
just
chilling in
trying
the
to
ocean with all our squid friends.
cause
and-
chaos. That was Xerx's style.
I want to sort of impart upon Jack here what Rick's plan was as far as like the freedom aspect and not being lied to, and just see what Jack's reaction to that, and see if he thinks, oh yeah, I can see why people would do that, or if he's like, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. What does he say to that?
About him wanting to like not be imprisoned anymore and all that.
Yeah.
He kind of listens and he kind of nods. He's yeah, that makes sense. I can see that, but he's not going to be happy about what he's going to find.
What will he find?
And you fill him in with what you know about the world, and do you fill him in with that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming he already knows all this.
He says, "Well, I've been there, but it's not. It's got to be different. How much time has passed? A long time.
Yeah.
So if he goes out there, I don't know what's gonna. I don't think he knows what he's in for.
Well, what was it like the last time you saw it?
It was exactly like this, just without the darkness and the demons and the Tarrasque.
Well, that sounds slightly better.
That sounds amazing.
No beautiful screams on the wind. Is that what you're saying?
You're not
Is
really
there-
selling this to me, Jack.
Is there any
Why
way
would
that we could get the Tarrasque here?
Or maybe
Yeah,
outside.
did you want a Tarrasque? We're looking to sell.
Well, think about it this way. If we got the Tarrasque here, what if it kept these guys in check? Because they always would have to constantly be dealing with that thing.
How are you gonna get it here?
Well,
Big piece
brainstorm.
Yeah. A cardboard box with a stick on it.
You guys are the gods. Can't you have? Don't y'all have some sort of high magic?
Well, a lot of our magic is gone now because it's went into making this place and
Yeah.
creating the ability for you to have magic.
If
We
I
have
banish it,
little tricks that we can do, but that's about it.
is there any way to banish it directly here?
It would. We're in the same place.
Okay, wait. There's like an outer place that looks like this that nobody's in.
Yeah. No, there's people there.
Wait, in the outside place that Rick wants to go through, there's people there?
Yeah, that's where Mithra and Ravelin.
Ravel.
I can't remember. Jack can't remember either. That's where they live.
How many people live there? Just those two?
No. It's a whole world.
We're like in a snow globe or something?
Were we just like the leftovers in this, or?
No, this is the original.
Is the other world better than this one?
What does that matter? I don't know. I've never been. Other than when it first was created.
Okay, well, never mind. I was thinking it was like a barren wasteland. I just send it there. Well, I don't know. I can't send it anywhere, I suppose. If I could touch his ankle, I could teleport him.
See, we used to have, a long time ago, we had, they called them planes of existence. And so you could, some people were here and other people were over here in this world, and that's kind of like that. So it's just like a whole nother place like this.
Isolated, but the same.
Yeah, sort of.
It's not like I can walk here, right? Like, I have to walk through a portal. Like, it's the same place hypothetically, but, like, I'm not gonna pop on over. I had to, like, find a giant portal inside of a mountain, inside of a carved room that was full of scary ghosts and stuff. Your normal travelers aren't walking over here. You're saying casually, it's the same place.
Unless
but,
you got that cloak.
Listen,
What
everyone
is
I've talked to about this cloak seems really disappointed that I stole it from a dead
you know
guy.
what it sounds like to me is that you just need to go touch that Tarask, use that cloak, teleport it to the other world, and say screw it.
It like negates all magic nearby it, so it's kind of hard to get next to. But we can try.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What is it that separates this Agandoa from where we came from?
Just an ocean, but there's a barrier in the way.
Oh, sweet! So if I went far enough out in the ocean, I'd just hit
You
the
just
wall.
It's like Truman Show.
Yeah, just painted.
There's a wall in the ocean?
Like a magical wall, yeah.
It keeps the zone separated. You have to get a certain level to get through there.
Have I ever heard of anyone like the equivalent of sailing off the edge of the world? Is that like a tale from sailors or anything?
It's so far out they never have.
I cast you back to like 2.5 years ago when you were chatting with Rick. He told you your questions would be answered if you just sail east.
Oh yeah, that was the 13th floor argument. We talked about that. So Rick knew about it, but there's no like sailors don't talk about it. There's no like folklore about the magic wall in the ocean.
Roll me a folklore check.
Every time they get every time they get out there, Toadicus comes up on the boat and wipes their memory and sends them home.
Give me a history check.
I got this, guys.
He goes, "What you doing in these waters?"
We all good to roll a history? Or?
9.
I'm a
You don't
boaty
know.
kind of guy.
You don't know.
There
any.
we go.
Oh snap!
Oh, it was on a natural 20, and then it went to a toe. All right, wow.
Wait, someone just rolled good.
Yeah, David rolled
24.
good. Zarik, your people are a little bit sailory. There are some dwarves to your east, and they were like water dwarves. They're like living out in the water, like on a platform in the water. And you know they had some tales of like there was an edge, like the gods stopped them from going any further, and that kind of fits in. It's the only thing you know of it, though. You don't. No one.
Yeah.
No one has sailed around the world.
Really?
Right.
We live on a flat world. It's flat. There's no proof. No one circumnavigated the globe? Wait a minute. Okay. So from where I like grew up, if I go west, there's nothing there but a wall. As there are no trade routes that go west from I guess
Nothing goes
from
west.
my place.
No, it's just ocean, as far as you know.
There's no like trade routes that go west. Everything goes north or east.
Could be that you just believe.
Yeah.
Even if the Earth is round, like all the land is just concentrated in one place. So there'd
Yeah,
be
people have
no need
sailed
to go
out there,
far
but
away.
either like they get into a storm or no one has made it west and found anything of use, so they come back.
Interesting.
They run out of rations before they make it to the wall, so they have to go back. There you go.
That's I guess magic has only recently become plentiful, so you couldn't just magically make your food. Okay. All right. So what else is there besides this place and where we came from? Is that all?
No, this
Are there
place and
other-
where you came from is the same place.
But are there
Okay.
other partitions?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of partitions.
Really?
Yeah, tell me the file structure.
Are you sure?
What drive are we on?
Can you get to where? How do you get to the other partitions?
There's doorways.
Could you point him out on a map? Where do all the ghosts go? I have tons of questions.
The ghosts go to the spirit fair.
Where does the spirit fair take them?
I don't know. Away? I don't know. They were everywhere. Then he kind of fixed that up for us.
Okay, cool. What
How do you
about?
manage to do that one?
How did he do it?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a cleric. He does all kinds of weird things.
Do you have? Okay, so he actively has to take things from. What can we call where we came from? Does it have a name?
You came from the mainland?
Yeah. Is it just called the mainland?
Sure.
So
That
the
didn't seem
spirit
too
fair
complicated.
has to take things actively from the mainland to wherever it is he goes. Do you do the same, or is your Agandor strictly contained?
I never thought about that. Things die here all the time, but they don't, there's no ghosts here.
They're held in. They're
So the
in the
spirit-
snow globe.
The spirit fair does not come here.
Nope.
What happens if you die here?
I don't know. I guess I never thought about that.
Let's find out.
But you don't. Okay, spirit fair takes things from mainland to Ghostland. We'll call it. You don't have to take anything from mainland to here, right?
No.
Everything is already here. You just keep it in place.
I keep it here. Keep anything from getting too powerful. You know, like Rick. He should not have happened.
He kills them when they're babies.
And what about? Because I've seen drow in the mainland, right?
Yeah.
What about drow? I've seen some drow in the mainland. I've seen 1 or 2 drow here.
You asking about their spirits?
Well, what I don't. What is
He's asking if there's a
supposed to
race
be kept
divide.
here?
Remember I told you about those plains?
Yeah.
There was plains where just these things lived. Among others. And their followers. They got put here.
It's all the
And
bad
the-
guys.
the deep gnomes and things like that? Why are they here?
They were worshiping the devil.
Have you met some?
Yeah,
Were they friendly to you?
no more friendly than several people I've met in the mainland.
I guess
They
it's
just
just
seem like people.
bad luck. It worked. This is the way it worked out.
See, from where Saren's from, everyone's really nice, and he's from like a city where everyone's mean, and he does.
All right.
Oh.
So what's the plan then? Are we going to go try to set a trap for Rick in this bone swamp?
You asking me?
I mean, we can. Well,
I'm
yes, I
asking
think
the
yeah.
crew here.
Oh yeah.
Let's go talk to Toadicus, get to the gym, and then we can decide to stay there or maybe
I think we just go kill this guy.
find a place to.
You see,
Set up a
Jack,
trap for him.
Jack is like really pondering things in his head.
Oh no.
You thinking about coming along?
You got me worried.
Take a sabbatical?
But if
Nothing
I
to worry
leave,
about, Jack.
who knows what's going to happen here? There's a lot of things, and you think that Tarask is bad. There's worse things here.
Well, but you've been like keeping the resistance down, right?
Yeah, but it was just not that long ago we had a Mind Flayer and his Slod storming through that portal. If I leave this forest,
take a year off.
there was this well, one of those gnomes was trying to sneak in a bunch of imps into that town. And who knows what would happen to that town if they got in there.
Could we cause a distraction that would give you time to come with us?
Like what? Putting a Tarask here?
Exactly.
It's fine until someone commands that Tarask around.
Well, if we have the gym, we won't have to worry about it. Oh, you're talking about something else here.
He just said there's things here scarier than that thing. Okay, so maybe we don't have it that bad. We just go take this guy out.
How could we take out that Tarask?
Yeah, does it have a weakness? Like some kind of really weird weakness that no
How
one's
do we
thought
get
about?
past its magic barrier?
Like if you sing a lullaby to it, does it fall asleep?
Punch it in the back of the head three times?
It's weak in darkness.
Well, it's dark. It doesn't seem to care
Um,
very much.
Don't fly near it.
Yeah, we found that one out.
Yeah.
Is that the only magic it stops? Can we use magic against it?
Yeah.
Oh. So I could banish it. Technically.
Where would it go?
I don't know. What was its natural plane?
This one?
Maybe it would go, well, if that's the case, would it come here?
No, I mean this one. We're on the same plane.
Oh, well.
Zarik, where were you when you got banished earlier?
Where was I when I got banished?
You were in just blackness.
Purgatory.
It was just dark. Nothing was there.
It
Except
was
blood coming out of my foot.
You were just floating in darkness, blood squirting out your stumps. You're like, this is it. This is life now.
Oh no.
Gonna slowly starve to
What a
death here.
nightmare.
Oh no.
He came back. What really happened is he's not talking because he's got PTSD really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Six Master just wide
After
open still.
Just any amount of okay after that is remarkable. Good job, Zarik.
man.
Was he floating or was he laying? Like, was there gravity?
it's like you were sitting in an ocean, like there was wetness underneath you. But you're wrong.
Like a sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah. Which would be rad.
Um,
That'd be cool.
if he describes that out loud, does Jack have any idea what that would be?
Sounds like a place I don't want to go.
You're telling me,
It wasn't
especially about
exactly
your feet.
If I sent you there, obviously you'd be coming back. Could you give us a hint, maybe?
Send me there?
Yeah.
I'd rather you not.
Vanish.
Send yourself and look around.
Can you do that?
I don't know. I'm a ranger.
You should,
Not a
you should try
spellcaster.
that.
Not a whatever you are. Not a cleric.
How about
Right.
vanish you?
I could go, but
I'll
Seems
get
like a
banished. That
waste of
sounds
stuff.
awesome.
as long as I get to keep my feet, I think I'll be all right.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned was Hope?
Like a 10.
I don't
I
know. We've
she
only known her in
literally
one
was
state.
like, the only thing you can do is take this gem, but I don't want to tell you how to take that gem because the life is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm coming with you.
Well, that was
Oh.
easy. Let's
Wow. Okay.
Good. From the beginning.
Okay.
I don't know what terrible things are going to come out of here. But I'm not going to
We
leave
can-
her alone.
She did also specifically tell us not to tell anyone her name or where she was at. So, like, if you show up, they've got this giant scorpion that shoots lasers. You need to watch out for that, because
It is
it's
pretty
roasting
deadly.
everything that comes close.
I could get us in there right now. If you wanted
Oh,
to go see Hope. Word of recall. Remember,
Oh,
I
yeah.
set that up.
Okay. She said, don't tell anyone where you're at, obviously. But the scorpion is on top of the town.
Yeah,
I think once you're in the city, it's safe.
Very discreet.
kind of what I thought. Although, to be fair, it is hard to see because it's dark.
And there's like magic mist everywhere.
I
And it's
think
pretty
it's
far away,
mostly
isn't it?
the blood of the fallen from the scorpion tail.
Well, there's no blood. It evaporates them. Yeah, it
Well,
turns
yes,
them into
it's
the
a
smoke
vapor,
that
yes.
fills the air. Yes.
Okay, let's go. We can't go through that portal. It's going to take too long.
Okay.
How long
We'll
have you been here
teleport you.
already?
I don't know. Day
Not
or
even a
two?
day. Yeah.
Okay.
Day.
Oh wait,
Yes,
is
been a
does
day.
time
How
is
long have
time
we been
different?
here?
Yeah, things are different here.
What? I thought it was just partitioned.
Well, there was this old chronomancer, and there's some weirdness here.
Oh right, we noticed that the first time we came through.
It's just if you can teleport, that's probably best.
Word of
Oh,
recall.
well, okay.
Let's go.
Jack joins in. And then Floomp, you are gone. And Floomp, you're back in Hope's house.
Oh.
Let me get my town.
Hello, Hope.
All the Morrow turning. Go. Please
is-
stand still.
At the where was it at? Was it in it was in
The town
Hope's
center,
house.
right?
Wasn't it in
The
Hope's
town
house
center.
where the
I think it was in her stable.
Okay.
where the scrying orb was, wasn't it? Isn't that where she
Yeah.
had you do it?
Yeah.
So you all like
Oh, right.
smash into that little room. Floomp.
Oh, let me out! Let me out!
Jack catches the scrying orb and pops back up there.
Nice cat.
Door opens up, and Hope is there, like eyeing you all, and she sees Jack. Jack runs over, gives her a hug, and she looks at him and says, "What are you doing here?" And he says, "What's wrong? Something is wrong." And she looks at you guys, and
Don't look at us.
she
He chose
says,
to come.
Really, don't look at me.
"I'll tell you later." It's good to see you, though. You're in Hope's house. She looks at you
What do
and
you
she
mean? You'll
says,
tell him later.
"Thanks for bringing my dad. Why'd you bring him?"
Oh, because he asked, and
Yeah.
we had no reason to tell him no.
Turns out, maybe leaving the gym with your uncle is the best idea, and we just go find Rick and kill him.
Okay.
The ocean. You know what? I'm not going to say anything else because maybe you don't need to know that part.
And if you did know that part, you withheld a lot of information. It was like ridiculous.
Whispered error. See, I'm learning not to spill the beans on everything.
Yeah, it's
Hope looks at Jack and says, "What are you talking about?" And he kind of shakes. He's like, "Don't worry about it." This is, she says, "Well, what? I guess we can escort you out again, but you can't come back."
You said
Yeah, we
last
heard that.
time, but
Here
here we are. It's amazing. I kept telling everyone this. No one would listen to me.
Are you just gonna go over there and you're just gonna kill him?
We're going to try.
But he has. This is Hope talking. He has all the gems except for the blue.
Well, Jack said that didn't matter.
Seems like, yeah, they don't really do anything without all the other ones. Unless all the power is combined, they can't summon Captain Planet.
You know, those rings by themselves did a lot in the Captain
She looks at Jack, and she says, "Each gem has its own power, and so like they can control minds, they can control the sky, they can. Every gem has a purpose, and so you've got to
Look at Jack.
You've got to confront that."
I'm ready for an incredible rug pull where you're like, where he goes, actually, I lied about all that stuff. We don't do really anything unless they're all
Actually,
together.
all
And she's
those
like,
just rocks
"What?"
that we painted.
They don't actually mean anything. We just told you guys about them.
Jack says, "Well, they each have a purpose, but it's not really powerful until you get them all combined. That's when you can command things like Sona and anything. You can put things in the ground. You can take horrible, horrible demons and devils and put them on an island way out there. That's when you have that power."
Sona's awake. Would that mean that he has it? Why
Maybe
did
they just
Sona
slapped
wake
him
up?
awake.
He drew it left, right? That's why he's awake.
Well, you know that outside, you know that they woke Kale up as well. And they were
They tried to poison him.
drip feeding
Yeah.
him this sort of like concoction that was putting him into a state.
Did we tell Jack that we woke that guy up, that guy woke up too?
I
I
assume you
would've
kind of filled
mentioned
everything in.
it, yeah.
Yeah. He's just chilling in a hot tub.
It's a pretty cool hot tub. We should check on Kale. Maybe he's
It's only
fine.
been like a day.
I'm not casting
It's
it.
been weeks.
I'm not doing it. And you can't make me.
Hope says it's been 2 weeks since you left.
Oh, 2 weeks. Kale might be fine. We could, I'll look at Sunny Cheeks. You could just travel straight to him. We know where his tree is, right?
Yeah. Me and him go way back. We talked a lot.
Weeks on the sea.
Jack says, you got Kale on your side.
He is a superfood.
Who else would help you? I assumed you had friends, armies.
What?
You're looking at it.
Why'd you assume that? Because I said specifically that they had armies and we didn't. That's why we were looking for you to get that gem. I don't feel like anybody's listening to anybody.
'Cause when I was in your place, about your size, we had allies we could turn to.
That sounds cool.
What about the
All the
Maru?
allies we try to turn to tell us that
The
we can't
Maru
fix
don't
things,
want to
and-
leave this place. They like
There's
their
only like a
laser
couple of
beam hut.
There's not like a bunch of them.
They're pretty
Don't
anti-help.
take all of them, just take a few of them.
That's the hard part. No one wants to leave.
Hope
No
says,
one...
I told him to wake Grendar and have him. And he's like, yeah, I think that might make more sense if you can get him on your side.
How did we
Wait,
manage
we
to get
got-
him on
hey.
our side?
That'd be a great piece of information.
Well, there's this cult that feeds him, but also keeps him asleep.
Who's saying that?
Jack.
Is that Jack? Okay. I assume
So-
you didn't know that, right, Hope?
No, I knew that.
Maybe we
it would be cool if we had
infiltrate.
some friends.
We'll infiltrate the cult. We'll take over as their leaders.
Or
No?
I mean-
Okay.
I'm in.
Or we could just get them to wake him up. If they're best buds with him,
I think that sounds like a better idea.
we go
Okay.
find their leader. I'll cast Gaze on him. Then they'll wake him up and they'll tell him to be on our side.
Let's do it. That sounds wonderful.
Is it going to be that easy? I look over at Jack.
A lot of the times, I think we overcomplicate things.
I wasn't following, but
I said I'm gonna go find the cult's leader and cast Gaze on him, and have him wake him up and tell him that we're good guys, that to help us out. You look unconvinced. Okay, so a different plan then.
I don't know.
think the cult leader, I don't think, has control over Brenda.
Then what's the cult gonna do to help us at all? Why do you even mention it if they can't help us at all?
It's an excellent question.
Hope speaks up. She says, okay, I mean, it might have been a reaction to mention Grantar. It's just been a rough few months.
I know it's been wild.
It's just go get that gem or kill Rick. Just make this all stop.
But you have all the info. You guys lived through this once. I need something from you. I need something from Saren's God Mommy. I need something from the other guy. I need something from someone to tell me where we should go and what we should do because there's so much stuff to do. It's never ending. Do we kill Rick or do we get the gem? If we get the gem and he gets the gem, well, everyone's screwed. Is there anything we can do that doesn't result in a bunch of people dying? If there's like a moderate amount of people that can die, maybe I'm okay with that, but like, what's the plan for that?
That was a lot of questions.
Okay, sell me on this, Jack. I don't know how it was before this world or the partitions were up.
It was a lot
But
worse than it is now.
It seems like you're just segregating everything and hoping that it remains static.
I'm not even mad about that part.
But it's obviously not remaining static. Things are changing and you have no backup plan? Tell me on why we should try to keep this system going.
Because it's a lot better now than it was in the Shadow Age.
The Shadow Age is over. It might be.
It's
fine to
over
not-
because we separated and we locked away and we maintained, wardened.
Your maintenance is a bit lacking right now, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So what's on the other side of the door? The side that Rick is trying to go to. You said yourself you haven't been there in forever. Maybe it's fine now.
Maybe. I don't know. If you want to
Maybe
just, you want to just
maybe
let
it's
him
better
go.
than here now. I don't know. I
Wait,
don't know what's over there. I
is
don't
that
know
an
if he will,
option?
if it will hurt here to go there. I don't know any of the answers.
If he
Presumably, you should have a guess at least.
if he wants to hurt here, he certainly can. If he goes there, he can make this not exist anymore.
How would that happen?
Sounds like we should go there.
Because he kind of glances at Hope. Because we exist there.
What does that mean?
You guys exist, not us.
No, all of us. All of us here.
Right. It is the Matrix. I told you.
All simulation.
Our bodies are in pods, and we're just.
So there's two.
Rathlin
versions
is
of it?
using us to power his iPad or something.
The magic was Unreal Engine all along.
Yeah.
He holds his bag up
What
and he
does
says,
that
"It's
mean?
kind of like this." And he shakes it a little bit. This is us.
Okay,
What do you mean?
now elaborate.
Well, this is a bag of holding.
Yes.
You can put all
Well,
kinds
I
of
don't know
things
what
in
that
there. If you have a powerful enough wizard, like a Ravelin thinks that he is, you can create a whole world in there.
Yeah, but the things that are in your bag of holding are not also out here, which is what you just suggested that we were.
No, we're in the bag.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they could just like attack the outside of the bag. If they turn the bag inside out, do we all come flying out?
I don't know what happens.
Okay, that's good. I mean, if we're gonna wait somewhere, that seems like a good place to wait. Even though I don't think waiting's the right strategy. Just to be clear.
All right.
I think we should take the gym and attack Rick.
I think maybe if we're gonna attack Rick, we leave the gym.
Yeah.
Because if we die, we kill everyone.
Well, mutually assured destruction, I guess.
You know what Rick's trying to do with all these things that he's raising? If he's trying to leave, why is he raising them?
I think he's trying to destroy y'all's world. Or one
So
of
he
them.
can,
Or this world, destroy this world so he can go to the other world.
like, if he burns the
Yeah.
bag and gets out.
If
He
he
made
gets
it
out,
sound like
if he
this is
gets
a
out, what's he
prison.
need the monsters for?
Presumably to.
The monsters
you
are
from
maybe just
chasing
like
him?
that. Or the monsters are just like a pure smokescreen while he does other stuff. More nefarious things. Like
What if he's
gathering
just
stones.
gunning for you guys?
Hey, what about that?
What if it
Maybe
is
he's got a personal
Xerix?
beef against you guys.
Could Xerix have come back in a new form?
Nope.
Why are you so certain?
I just know.
You guys want to go see?
What about the dragon? Could we get the dragon? Could you help us get the dragon on our team? Crystalliana? I think that's the name.
That's a good pull. I forgot about that dragon, and I really wanted to do that.
Crack me up
Um,
thinking of
That
Sunny
dragon
Cheeks
to
saying
help
that.
Because I think he's got a dragon too, right? The dragon queen, that Omira.
Well, Amira's
No, that was a
nothing
different one.
compared to Crystalliana.
See, that's why we need her on our
Well,
team.
There was this other dragon that got released. Big one.
That's Omira.
That's Omira.
The other one just used Omira's name.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. There was Mini Omira, and then there's Big Omira. They released that. But if Crystalliana's like a even bigger,
Yeah.
or like her teeth are sharper or something.
Crystalliana, one of you guys or one of those guys?
Yeah, she's a warden.
That could be it. That could be good. We could go over there. You know her, right? All you guys seem to know each other. You don't communicate for some reason. Even though the spell message definitely exists.
Well, see, we don't have a lot of spells. Here.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I understand. I forgot about that. But
This
you
world
deliver it
is
by
important. We want to keep it the way it is.
okay, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So should we go get that big dragon? What do we have to say to her to make her not blow us up or whatever? Is there a code word?
She was good friends with Kale. Maybe Kale can help us.
Kale told us to go over there.
We could drop our names, but don't drop Hope's name. You drop my name. I'm not here,
Okay.
by the way.
Okay.
Of course not.
Do you want the cape to get back quick?
No.
I think he could just take it if he wanted to.
Not unless I teleport
I
away
mean,
right now.
The portal's just right over there.
I can get
there.
back.
He's got a
No,
Hearthstone.
he has a Hearthstone.
He says, "Why don't you tell me what your plan is?"
I think right
Why
now,
don't you tell me what our plan is?
if the dragon would help us, that seems like a big help. At least getting us around places and fighting Rick and
I
dealing
don't
with
know
an
that she
army.
wants to be like Dragon Uber, but maybe she could help us fight someone.
Remember, she's a warden, so she keeps the dragons at bay.
How about she uses those dragons to keep Rick at bay?
Well, dragons don't get along.
Unless
she's
Big
like-
Mama says so.
Yeah, about to say she's like the G of all dragons.
What if we got all the wardens to use all of their things they protect,
All of
or
their
guard,
prisoners.
all of their prisoners? Well, you seem to have the ones that we don't really want. But
You have the worst
if there
prisoners.
was a way to utilize possibly the Spiritfarers and the dragons and some of the
Army of the
Maru,
undead.
that's a few different armies to fight back. Is there a way that we could do that?
If you could get them to, you can try.
I think that's what we need to do. Let's go be diplomats and get some aid from
I'm
everyone.
down. Yeah, dragons.
I have wanted to meet the Spiritfarer.
Where's the
Very
Suliana
curious.
at? She's not in that lake
Yep.
anymore.
What about you, Hope? Can we get your help with the Maru?
Are there other
Um,
Maru somewhere else? Is there like a bigger Maru encampment?
There's Maru all over.
Maybe it's time to not hide, and it's time to.
No, I need to hide. I still need to hide.
Yeah, she probably.
It's very important that I hide. Jack nods and says, "Yeah, it's very important. She stay out of this."
Okay. Fine, but the Maru, can we at least get a squadron or two?
If we find these things, give us a hint. If we find these things, how do we turn them on?
turn on what?
The robots. Is there like jumper cables? Can we like hook them up and like start them up and then be like,
Like
your
a
prime directive is
just like
to
a
help
dead
us?
like a dead Maru?
Yo-
Is that what you're saying?
They never seem to be dead, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're pretty easy to command,
That sounds
especially
excellent.
if you have a certain gym.
Did
Which
you?
gem is that?
That's the one he has. They're not fish.
Which gem is it that controls Maru?
I'm sure Hope has that one. Does he have
Apparently
every
not.
single one of the other ones, or does he? Or is he missing a few?
He seems to have every single one of them.
Okay.
Black, red, green, white, blue is the ones that we've known
How did he
about.
get that one?
Let me pull up my gym.
It's Magic the Gathering.
Black is gateway, red is mind control, green is fix the sky, white is barrier stone, and blue is water stone is what
It's
I
red.
have written down.
Red.
Oh, the mind control fixes the Maru as well?
It commands the Maru. It doesn't fix them. It commands them.
Oh. So it has nothing to do with them being robots. It's just mind control.
They have special crystal Wi-Fi chips installed that resonate perfectly with that crystal. I do think we should go check out the dragon and the Spiritfarer, though.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
boys?
think we should be teammates.
I'm not suggesting it, but I feel like we would be amiss if we didn't consider just going in and stealing the stones.
I mean, I guess we can. But you're the only stealthy one. You say it like we're gonna go steal them.
At
We're
the
not
end of
stealthy.
the day, we do still need to take him out. He's not going to stop just because he doesn't have the stones. He's going to gun for us if we take all of them. Let's go
Do
get
you
some
think we could get
teammates.
help from?
Because
Spartacus?
obviously, we know now that if the water turns, we need to go get to that gym. But until it turns, we're all right. Let's go make some allies while we have the time, and then
should we try to go to this bone swamp so we have a concrete place to teleport to quickly? Should the water turn?
Can you tell us where the bone swamp is so that we can like drop by there?
Yeah, it's he like doesn't have. Either you have a map. I forget if
It's
you
showing
got
a
it.
map.
We have a map.
Okay.
Yeah.
He points it in the bottom right corner island.
Okay,
where
that's easy enough.
would it be?
What?
Have I been there before?
No.
Have I been near that place before?
No person
where
that's
the
been
frogs
near
are?
that place is Zarik.
I know that place.
Zarik, you know that you know that place enough that there's some freaky cult. You were just told as just a grunt in the army, don't go over there. It was just a no go zone. So when he points to that out, that rings a bell. It kind of sends a little bit of a chill up your spine because you know that was just like that was drilled into your head. Don't go over there.
Everyone that went there disappeared.
Is it the island that has Semtane on it?
Yeah.
So where does he point to on that island?
It's pretty close to Semtane.
Okay.
Let
Is it in that lake?
me pull my map up. I think it's that lake. Yeah. South.
All right. That's Big Lake.
Yep. It's the
Far
south,
bigger
the
than
southwest. He points south of 17 down there.
Okay. All right.
You want us to go over there?
Zarik knows it. Yeah, that's where Toticus is.
Oh, okay. Nasty spot.
How?
How?
I'm wondering how long it would take us, like, if we could get to Semtane from, if we could get there via like, the gaseous form thing. If we would have enough mileage on it.
Ooh, how long is that? How long does that last?
Probably not. It only lasts like an hour. I'll check.
It's more than an hour, isn't it?
8 hours.
That's a long way.
So hold on.
There's a city I know over on the main continent
I think I figured
where the tieflings
yeah,
are.
map size is about like North
It was
America
600
size or US
600
size. So you're going from like
Straight line, 600 feet every second.
you're going from like Texas
6
to
seconds.
Florida.
So it's 100 feet a second. What's 100 feet per? What's feet per second to miles per hour here?
Oh my god, we're getting way too into this.
He says
68. It's 70 miles an hour.
He says you won't be
Okay,
able. He
that's
speaks
not
up.
very
You won't be able. If you guys are talking out loud, he won't be able to fly straight there. You can't fly. You
There's a
can't
designated
fly
no-fly
over
zone.
if you go through the dragon area, it will mess you up.
Wait, we're
Mess
going.
you
Okay. Where's the dragon area in relation
We would be
to
able to get
Semtane?
545 miles in that amount of time.
Golden Spar.
Golden Spar.
500 miles. What you said?
Yeah,
You-
545 miles in that amount of time.
So
If you
you-
just booked it the whole way.
I could cast it twice, I guess, too.
You can make it like Curzia. Are you over there?
I don't know how many miles. I don't know the scale of this.
Yeah. The whole world is about like the U.S. size.
Oh, so that's
That's pretty good.
doable.
That's a pretty
in
good
like
distance.
that's doable in like a couple days. We
Yeah.
can cross
I can
the
only
entire
cast that
world
once a
in a-
day.
If you do it a few days, yeah. Yeah, if you do it a couple
So-
times, rest. Do it a couple times, rest. You can make it there.
I would need to take a rest, and then every day I would at least have temples that we could rest in anywhere.
Yeah, we could do the temple.
So
But I
Yeah,
need to
just-
rest again because I had to heal Zarik.
San Francisco to New York is just under 3,000 miles.
Oh crap! Is it that far? Is it like
That's
a North
all the way
American
across,
amount
though.
of?
We don't need to go that far. We're already basically in Missouri.
Yeah, you're
So
in
you
about.
got
Based on
3
the
days.
map.
It take
You're
3
about,
days.
You're about in Texas.
He was right.
Going to Florida. Somewhere in there. So 3 days.
So
3 days straight line, but you won't be able to go a straight line.
Why not? If we're wind walking.
Because the
Would
dragon
Jack-
area
did-
is.
Jack
would the
warned you
dragons ac-
can go through the dragon area.
would the dragons attack clouds?
You
It'll
can
get rid of our magic. I
you
think.
can try, but
Wait, if we're going through the dragon zone, we can just stop and talk to what's her name.
you'll probably pass through one of those barriers.
Crap. Well, just know that our plan for next time we play: dragon lady, frog guy.
Okay,
Cherry Lady Frog.
I'll do my best to prepare for that.
We spent
This is the
entire
world you
session
made.
talking about stuff.
One of those
That's
talking
good.
times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
We
okay.
spent the last 3 sessions before this fighting. So.
That is
Yeah.
true.
That's right. I
It's
had
just
more
we
fights.
play every other week now.
I had more fights planned for you this time, but you all just teleport away. You fly away. Those poor folks at the camp that got left behind.
I don't remember that.
Sheesh.
All right. Thanks for watching Twitch.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Have a wonderful time.